Greetings traders. Now I want to talk about you in more broader sense rather than analyzing each market or asset class. I want to talk to you about financial markets in general, because here's the thing. I'm certain that absolute majority of traders are somehow clinched or wired to some, not only asset class but particular market, and it mostly varies to which market is hottest at a certain point. Now, of course, the most visible example is crypto markets in past couple of years, especially in late 2001 when they spiked and it seems that everyone was a crypto trader. But here's the thing, there are a lot of markets to trade that gives plenty of opportunities, and what's most importantly, with an exception for very specific markets such as pork bellies or something like that, practically all markets are traded in nearly identical way. Yes, of course, fundamental nuances and structure of markets is important, but in general you have identical principles to every market you trade. And that means it actually doesn't care much whether you are trading crypto, interest rates, stocks, indices, forex, or some sort of commodities. It's all the same if you know how to trade. If you don't know how to trade, you shouldn't be trading any of those markets. And in my next video series, I will continue some of my previous videos in broader sense and analyze all asset classes and all major markets through test of the time. So in previous video I analyzed, I believe, oil and gold, but now we will go through all those classes slowly but steadily. Now, this video might not be in the same sequence because I will be uploading them through extended period of time and give maybe different markets at different times, so you have bit more interest, because if I would release videos only in agriculture, it will be more boring. But if I would switch them between agriculture, cryptos, forex and best stocks, it would be more interesting. And with that said, I'll just show you my point, because most of you who are trading online or at least are interested in markets, view markets from trading view. And what do? You go to trading view, you open cryptocurrency markets and cryptocurrencies. Here are cryptocurrencies. Open Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's all you know. But you probably are aware that there are other markets here, and those markets could be traded in today's world by almost every online broker you can imagine. So as you see, there is forex, futures, stocks, indices, bonds, cryptos. What about world economy? I don't know. I will have to look at this one also. Whether they are traded, I don't know. Yeah, I know in futures markets you could trade even weather or something like that, but you have to be able then to trade with a broker who has access to full future exchange products, but most of you haven't those accesses, so I will look only at more popular markets. But even then, exposure will be so large that you will see there is a whole different world out there. So of course these are Bitcoin. I will cancel this out. You see, this is the only market that most people see. Yes, sure, it produces good trends, but it's not the only market. And when people are saying that crypto is crashing and the world is coming to an end, who cares? If you know how to trade, there are endless opportunities in endless range of markets in different time frames. So you have to be really lazy or ignorant not to see that, because yes, these are spectacular moves, but they are not the only moves here. Because let's open other asset classes and just see the extent of the markets that you can trade. I don't even understand. Yes, I understand. Because as you see, how many markets actually are here? How many indices could you open and trade if you have access to that? Now, not any of them would be traded in very good fashion because they are not liquid, but you can trade them in some way or another. So these are only excuse me, these are major indices. Look how many of them are. You know, this is S&P, most common one, but that's only a fraction of it. And here is futures. Here are futures. Agricultural commodities, bunch of them. Energy commodities, bunch of them. Currencies, I wouldn't touch currencies because you could trade currencies on spot market, which is better. Metal markets and interest rates. You know, come on. Here are how many markets I have already shown you. Plenty of them. Yes, I wouldn't trade the world indices in this style because you could trade them more easily without future contracts. But nevertheless, point is there are agricultural, energy, currency and interest rate markets which you could trade. There are major indices separated within themselves. Of course, there are forex market, which for good reason is very popular because it's very easy to trade it. And how many pairs are there? A lot. Because actually you couldn't cover all those pairs because many of them correlate between themselves, and some of them are good, some of them are not that good, but I will cover that in my forex videos, and there will be a lot of forex videos, believe me. But that's just the point, you know, how many major pairs there are, minors, exotics, like, come on. I have to make video for 4 hours to cover all those markets, you know, but that's the thing, you know. Let's look at the bonds and stocks. Oh, trading you separately offers bonds, you know. Even I am that lame that I wouldn't show you that earlier, yes, but but alright, let's open these asset classes and look. I'm not sure you could trade all of them, but I will show you that in the detail, how you could, which you can trade, which you cannot trade, you will see a bit later, because there are rather small markets in here which wouldn't be as tradable as futures and treasury markets. Nevertheless, point is, huge amount of markets. In the stock market I don't have to explain myself here, because here are small cap, large caps, everything beneath different categories, so you just have to choose it. And of course, everyone's favorite market, crypto market. I'm not a crypto fan and I'm not a crypto hater, but what I can objectively say, there are trends in cryptos. So, as you see, how many asset classes I covered? Indices, energy markets, metal markets, agricultural markets, whatnot, and interest rate markets, major and minor currencies, bonds, which is the same as interest rates actually, stocks, crypto. These are asset classes, and then there are tens and tens of markets within themselves, and there are different time frames that you could trade both long and short. So how the hell there could be no money opportunities? Of course there are, and the beauty of it is, as I told you in my beginning of this video, that principles are identical whether you are trading cryptocurrencies in 1 hour time frame or stock indices or oil in weekly time frame. You know, the time frame is different, hence the time when you open and close your trades differs vastly, but principles are identical. Cut your losses, let your profits run. Don't try to outguess markets. Watch how do you risk, how do you manage your bets, and be consistent and trade with discipline. Simple, right? Maybe it's simple, but it's certainly not easy. That's why most of the people lose money in markets, and you will see how many actual opportunities are there in my latest videos. So be sure to follow me on my social media, and until next video, and stay tuned. Bye.